Yo everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, coming at you with round number 1 of the update sneak peeks. We have a lot to showcase in today's video. As you can see, we have early access with the dev build, so we can take a deep dive into some of the stuff that's going to be coming around the corner in this next Brawl Stars update here very soon. So some of the stuff you can expect in today's video is of course the newest Brawler BIBI. Guys, I have a lot to say about this Brawler. One thing that you need to take away right off the get-go is that I'm in love. I love BB. She's going to be a really fun brawler. So we're going to be hopping into gameplay, testing out her mechanics, going over everything you need to know about her, as well as we have a fresh set of balance changes, much needed balance changes. We have a couple new maps, we have a new environment, and we have several other things that we need to cover as well. Also, you guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with future sneak peeks that are going to be coming out very soon. This is round number 1 of the sneak peeks, so make sure to subscribe, stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be going over literally everything that's going to be coming out in this update here very soon. So guys, hope you're all excited for today's video. Let's hop straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so like I said before, we're going to be starting off with a brand new Brawler BIBI, and oh baby, this Brawler is going to be so much fun to play. Cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on her. She has the whole entire package of what you would want to see from a close range melee Brawler, along the same lines as like Mortis, where they utilize a weapon to deal their damage. So she has really good damage, she has high health, so she can stay into the fight a really long time. She has really good mobility, she has long range mechanics, and other unique mechanics that help her out along the way. Now, a lot of you guys ended up guessing BB's rarity correctly, and if you ended up guessing an epic brawler, you would have been correct. So our 4th epic brawler coming into this game, and I feel like it suits her very well. I don't think her mechanics are so advanced that she needs to be a mythic or legendary brawler. She does have some elements to her character that make her a little bit hard to get down. She takes a little bit of practice to be a good BB, but other than that, her mechanics are pretty dang straightforward and easy to get hold of. Now, taking a little bit of a deeper dive into her character, of course, we were able to pull a few things away from her build in the Brawl Talk, such as her health as well as her attack, and a lot of you guys picked up on her star power, which was really cool. But as you can see, she has 5,880 health, which is really good. It's pretty high tier, and you need it for a close range melee brawler like we went over in our video yesterday. Now her attack is 1,920 damage. They changed it a little bit from the Brawl Talk, a little bit lower. I feel like 1,960, I believe it was, that is pretty dang high, especially if you have like a piercing damage brawler with some mobility to her. You're able to get in there and get in their face with her health and deal all that damage. It can be pretty brutal. So I think 1,820 is going to be perfect for her. And then her super, which I'm so freaking excited about because it has long range mechanics such as Mortis, where if you need to pick up a kill or if you damage someone, they get away, maybe roll away, you have that ability to throw in your super and get some pretty dang good damage off. And we'll get into that a little bit later. We'll hop into the training cave. And now is her star power, which is called Home Run. And I really like this one because it gives her that boost of speed that she needs for a melee brawler. So whenever BB has that yellow bar filled up all the way underneath her ammo, she gets an increased movement speed, which is perfect. You need mobility for brawlers that are melee. That's just how it is. Okay, guys, so why don't we hop into the training cave so I can show you guys a little bit more about her super as well as her star power, the differences between her character. Now, a lot of you guys know I love Mortis inside this game because he has that long range mechanic as well as it has a heal to it. Now, of course, BB doesn't have a heal to her super, but it has different capabilities that Mortis does not have, which are incredibly good. The first one is how long of range it has. Now, you can't see it because it's all the way off screen, but it is much farther than this. Now, another thing that has another ability to it is it has a bouncing mechanic, so you can get more damage than the original staple 1,400 damage if you play your cards right and practice a little bit with it, i.e. a little bit more of a higher skill cap brawler. Now, I'm going to shoot it off and show you guys just how many times it bounces here. And it's like a gumball or like a big like ball, just because she has this bubble gum that she's chewing, kind of fits her-esque as a biker chick or whatever it is, which is really cool. Now, I just want to show you guys the capability, how long her super can be. So we're going to start from all the way back here and just follow it. And we'll go all the way down. Oh, we picked up some damage and it bounced back. We were literally standing all the way down here, launched our super, and it hit the end of the wall and bounced all the way back. The super distance is absolutely insane. Another thing to keep in mind about BB super is that it's piercing, so you can charge up your super again very easily if there's a big group of people, maybe in Showdown, or if people are grouped up in Gem Grab, so you can get your super again as well as deal some massive damage to the enemy team. Just like, this is so much fun. Of course, the bots, there's a lot of them, so you can get your super quicker, but it's so much fun how much damage and how much potential you have with your super. Okay guys, so we're going to be hopping into Flying Fantasies. There's going to be a lot of boxes grouped up in the middle, and I'm going to show you guys just how good BB can be. Oh my gosh. BB is going to be a monster in Showdown. Oh, I can just picture it now. Let's get these three. Bang! Bang! 3-shot. Bang! Oh my gosh, BB's going to be broken. So now let's rip around trying and find some of the brawlers on the map. Okay, bang! Double kill. Now, I wanted to also go over some of the stuff that I've learned from BB. Of course, I've been able to practice her a little bit, getting down her mechanics, getting used to her before I actually get to play with her in game, and going over it in today's video. But some of the stuff that I've noticed that I really like about BB is, yes, some of her mechanics are very straightforward, but there's other things that you have to get down, where if you're not careful, you can... Way to go, Nita. You can really kind of sabotage yourself. Like, for example, when you have the yellow bar full, I was playing a game of gem grab. A Colt had a bunch of gems, and they had the countdown. And the Colt was running away from me. Of course, I had a little bit more speed than him. But once I caught up to him and hit him with the bat, yeah, I pushed him away even further. So I couldn't catch up, and he got the win for them. So a lot of it is going to take some time to get used to, but I feel like she has this really happy medium to her character. That she's somewhat high skill mechanic, but she's also somewhat straightforward, which I really, really like. So taking them out with the long range bubble blow. Loving it, guys. BB is so good. I cannot wait for you guys to play with her in game. Okay, so hopping into the next one on Gem Grab on one of the brand new maps called Cross Cut. And it may look familiar to you guys because it was the Gem Grab map that they were playing inside the Brawl Talk. But it's one of the brand new maps that has this Retropolis theme to it, the Bull Diner theme, which I am falling in love with, down to the smaller things like the gem mine changing to a tunnel leading to the underground of the city. But poor Dynamite here. Oh my goodness. This brawler is going to be so much fun to play. She has this fluidity to her, guys, that, like, you can move, you can kite while you're hitting. It just feels good. It's not like a Frank, where once you throw out your attack, you're stuck in one spot. You're locked in. You can move around, have some fun kiting with it. Just feels good. Get away from my... Oh, we hit him right into him. See what I mean? There's going to be some higher skill cap things where it's going to take a little bit of practice. Let's use our super there against the spike. And another thing that I really, oh my gosh, Dynamite just get beaten. But another thing that I really like about her super is that it has such long range that you guys are going to be picking up some value across the map at times that you're not going to necessarily know that you are. Like, you're going to launch it out, it's going to be bouncing wherever it's going to go on the map, and you'll see your super bar charge up because you're probably going to hit someone in random spots. But hey, look at that. We got the Dynamite as well as the spike in that last hit. But get away from my teammates. Oh my goodness, I keep bashing them in. Oh my goodness. The double whammy. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait for you guys to play with her. She's going to be so much fun. But guys, that is Gem Grab, one of the brand new maps. Okay guys, so I'm going to take the time now to show you guys the other two brand new maps here inside of Brawl Stars because they're both on Heist. We have Pit Stop as well as Side Story. I'm not sure which one I like most. I like the way they look because of the theme change. I'm not sure how they're going to play out. This one looks pretty good. We'll have to see, as well as Side Story. I think Side Story looks a little bit more interesting. A lot of elements to it. But let's hop into Side Story and show you guys a little bit of how good this brawler is going to be in some Heist. So here we go. So it's much like the other map that has the safes in the bottom right hand corner, but it's protected a little bit better. Let's see what we got here. Bam, bashing them. Oh my goodness, the damage is absolutely insane. Let's see how this super stacks up. Ready? We're gonna die in the process, but oh, maybe not. Look at all that value. We hit all three with a super. Okay, bam! Get out of here! Let's pick off the Rico. Oh, never mind, you died. Get! Right into the Jesse. The 1-2 punch! Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can't get to the safe here. These are level 1 bots, so they shouldn't be too difficult. The value! The value! And getting some damage. Bam! Oh my goodness. It's kind of difficult because these brawlers spawn straight on top of the safe, where on the other map, they spawn up here. Get away from me. Okay, let's see if we can't line it up perfectly. Bam. Oh my goodness. This brawler is so much fun. I think, honestly, one of my favorite things about her is being able to move while you're attacking. You can kite so well. If anyone's chasing you, you can deal damage to them while you're just going ham on them. Oh my goodness. What was that? So much damage to that safe with one super. Okay, bam. We're gonna die, I think. No, maybe not. The bots are too stupid. Never mind. Okay, 2% left. Let's finish this thing. Okay, let's see if we can't. The bounce shot action. Dude, this brawler is so much fun. Okay, so for the next game, we're going to be hopping into some pinhole punt on Brawl Ball, showing you guys some more of her mechanics. And I think she's going to be really solid in Brawl Ball, where a lot of action is going to be not necessarily brawlers like keeping their distance, where the main purpose is like to get the ball and score the ball. So you're going to be able to line up some shots and get your super a lot more frequently and deal some crazy damage to people. Look at the ball, it's just bouncing around. Too good. This brawler is going to be broken, guys. And I don't think to the point where it's like a new Rosa. I think she's going to be somewhat balanced in the meta. But still, look at that. Oh, too good. I almost don't want to score. I want to keep playing. But so good, so good. But guys, that's going to be it for the BB gameplay. We're going to be hopping into some of the other changes that came inside this update. So here we go. Okay, guys, so the very first one that I want to show you guys is some brand new voice acting for Rosa, one of the brand new brawlers inside this game. And she's British. She has a British accent. One of my favorite accents in the world, which is probably the only reason I'm friends with Ark. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like this voice acting is one of my favorites inside the game. I feel like it's goofy and cool at the same time. So here we go. Let's play a few.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Flower power. Hello, hello, hello. Flower power. Tempest Florali. Hello, hello, hello. Flower power. Time to blossom.
Not too bad, guys. I really like the voice acting on Rosa. I think it's perfect. Okay, so next let's go over the much needed balance changes inside of Brawl Stars. And we got 3 brawlers being changed. We have 2 nerfs as well as 1 buff. So the buff is to Frank, which I'm really happy about. I feel like he was a little bit weaker inside the meta. Only like a select few people who have like mastered Frank and play with him effectively inside the game. So hopefully he'll be a little bit more relevant. We'll have to see. But the very first one that I want to go over is a nerf, a much needed nerf to Rosa. Thank God. So the very first one is a decreased super duration from 4 seconds to 3 seconds. This is something that I really wanted to see from Rosa, being that it's more of like a situational thing, not where you're popping on your super then running to an objective. I want it to be like a Shelly coming in at your face. She has her super, so then it's like a reaction where you use your super to defend yourself against something coming in instead of something that you use to go in. I feel like this is a really great way to nerf her. So the next one is decreased star power healing from 300 per second to 200 per second. This is so needed. The star power was so freaking broken to the point where it's like, even if a crow started shooting at you, you can out heal the crow's poison just by sitting in a bush doing nothing. I feel like the utility of her star power is insane. Probably every single map on in this game has some form of bushes, whether it's a lot or not a lot. There's still some way for you to get healing from your star power or usage from it. So I think that's a really great way to nerf her as well. The broken healing, it was so good. The next one is needs now 10 hits instead of 9 to fully charge super. Really important. Just not getting your super as often is a great way to nerf her as well. And the final one is almost like a bug fix, but as you can see, main attack effect now better matches the area where damage is dealt. If you guys recognized inside the game where her punches, it almost seemed like it would reach farther than the animation. I feel like it's a little bit of a nerf, probably because it's going to be drawn back a little bit, reaching her actual punches, the animation of it. So that's really good as well. I feel like you could track down the tanks super easily with Rosa. Once you get them in that range, you got him. And it was really hard to determine how far you need to stay away from Rosa sometimes, so hopefully this helps as well. Hopefully it nerfs her a little bit. And the next one is to Frank, and he got a small buff, and it's Frank's super now again stuns the siege base for the full duration. So this is a pretty big buff, not to his overall character, only in one game mode, but one of his best game modes is siege. So it's going to be a little bit easier to push up your trophies with him now in that particular game mode. It is a technical buff, but a smaller one because it is kind of individualized just to one game mode. I think it's okay. Buffing a brawler that isn't super good in the game. We'll have to see how he plays out in Siege moving forward. And the final one is a buff to Carl. I'm not sure how I feel about this one just yet, just because Carl's pretty dang good. Let me know what you guys have to think about this. So Carl can now pre-aim his main attack while using super. So when he's stuck in that super, the really long duration of his super, he can use his aim button to be able to line up your shots. So you can kind of gauge where you're going to stop and have a shot ready once you get out of the super. And then the next one is Carl now has a much shorter cooldown for the main attack. Can use his main attack more rapidly when the pickaxe returns after a wall hit. So if you're right up close to a wall, maybe in Heist on some of the Heist maps, you can deal some more insane DPS with Carl. I don't think it's a technical buff, these changes, but it's nothing crazy. I think Carl's going to be pretty much the same. He's going to be pretty dominant in the meta again, but I don't think it's going to change him a whole lot. Let me know what you guys have to think about the balance changes. Next, I want to go over the other maps that were reskinned to this Retropolis theme. That is so freaking cool. I love them so much. The theme, it just feels good. I like when there's some sort of backstory. I mean, we have BB introduced into the game with the Retropolis theme. She's kind of fitting into that mold, and I feel like it just kind of draws a picture or like tells a little bit of a story when you do that. So the very first one is Foursquare. Same exact map, just themed a little bit differently. Next one, Escape Velocity. Super cool. Double Swoosh. I don't know how I feel about this map yet. The next one is Cell Division, Spring Trap, and then as for the newest one, the Crosscut. Next, moving on to some of the Heist maps that were changed. So we have Rolling Rumble. I love the looks of those red pipes or whatever they are, like grinding rails they look like to me. Bridge Too Far, Pit Stop, and the two newest ones, so Pit Stop and Side Story. Super cool. Next, moving on to Bounty, we have Layer Cake. I think this map looks really cool. I love the contrast between the red and like the bluish teal grass. And then Dry Season. And that's it for the reskins. Like I said before, I'm absolutely on board for this. I love the reskins of the Retropolis vibe. Super cool. Next, moving on to the final feature that we're going to be showing in today's video, and that is the Club Mail. So the Club Mail is going to be located in your drop-down menu at the very bottom. As you can see, it says Inbox. This is where you're going to be able to see all the messages from your leaders, as well as your co-leaders that are in your club. So if I were a leader or a co-leader, I can send out messages to everyone, notifying them on certain things that are going on inside the club, certain stuff that you just need to tell literally everyone that's in your club. So I think this is a really good feature. We've been waiting for it for a very long time. I think it's perfect. We've always needed Club Mail. There's a lot of utility with it. Communication is super important in a game like this. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for sneak peek number 1. There's going to be more rolling out here in the near future, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with that kind of stuff. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for. I think it's BB. It's funny that before this update came out, I wasn't necessarily expecting a new brawler, but when I saw BB, it's just love at first sight, baby. I feel like it's going to be kind of like the next Mortis in my arsenal, where I just play with them to have fun. BB's a fun character, and you guys are going to absolutely love her once she comes out. And it's nice that she's an epic brawler too. It's going to be easy for you guys to get your hands on her somewhat. But guys, hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.